Wardlow ended up fighting one of the guys from the Mythbusters and
Yeah.
basically whooped his ass. But we got Powerhouse Hobbs who comes out, and of course Warlow, man, he's hot. He wants to, let Hobbs know he gonna get that work. But Samoa Joe seems to not be taken to Warlow, pushing him to the side, talking about
Yeah.
being the best, and then talking about taking all the championships as he
Yeah.
laid Warlow out with a title
Yeah.
shot from the back of the head and then choked that boy out. Uh, so now Joe is back on being on his own and not, teaming up with Warlow anymore. Do we see a triple threat for two titles, or do we see a champion versus champion?
I really want to see a champion versus champion. But I think it depends on Tony Khan's confidence, one, and Wardlow having a one-on-one match for a championship, or two, Samoa Joe's ability to go long distance in the match in a one-on-one. I think
Right.
when it comes to these situations, you throw a triple threat in there as a buffer, because you can get away with a little more with a triple threat.
Right.
The
Right. Right.
load is spread amongst three as opposed to two, so it's not
Right.
that direct one-on-one. And
Right.
kind of like with Edge, right? When Edge first came back to
Yeah.
WWE, as much as I wanted to see Edge wrestle a lot of one-on-one matches, it became very apparent certain matches, depending on the style and caliber who was in the ring with him, you needed
Yeah.
that buffer just to kind of help
Like the
kind of
Roman
cover
Reigns
some
match, like
edges.
people wanted to, like they tried to make people think, oh, this Edge versus Roman Reigns gonna be good. No, you needed
Yeah,
Brian, you needed Daniel Bryan to be in it because that's what made it great. It was that,
and
it
that
was
was
that buffer in that match.
yeah, and my thing is, if Edge or somebody needed a break, he could take a spot, roll outside the ring, all right, cool, but the match still going
Right.
on. So but to answer your question, man, I would love in the perfect world for it to be champion versus champion, Warlow versus
Mhm.
Samoa Joe, and I think eventually we'll get there. But in this scenario, I'm thinking right now, man, to me, I would assume they're leaning more towards a triple threat. TK love his trios matches.